Was that me? Sorry. What a great team win. You know, our young ladies had to rally together. I know the question that's going to be asked about Olivia, it's always sad to lose one of your players. We wish her well, and we're going to continue to grow our young team, continue to get better. I really like the way, like, it doesn't matter who it is. It's you got on the Syracuse shirt, you come to play. And I just love the way Nana did her thing and created this thing called the hard hat. We like the blue collar mindset, and tomorrow we'll have it. Thought we'd have it before the season, but whoever earns the hard hat, the tough play, change of energy, the reason why success came, they earned the hard hat. And today Nana won that hard hat. So she sits in the press conference every time we win that hard hat. You sit next to me. Really proud of the effort as a team.
So, Darian, a third consecutive double-double. So last game you got that, you were in the fourth quarter, and then today you got that nice rest for the fourth quarter. I mean, what does it mean to earn that fourth quarter off?
It means a lot, you know. My legs be, you know, they be hurting a little bit sometimes. So I like, you know, when I can let my other teammates go in and shine as well. It's not always about just, you know, one person's team. So I like being able to do what we got to do as a unit in the first 3 quarters or maybe even first 2, and then letting everybody else go in and get their shine as well.
Dariana, rebounds really seem to be something you enjoy doing. Do you think that fuels you to get points as well, to get buckets?
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's like an adrenaline rush, you know? I feel like every time I rebound, I get a rush. I don't know. I get a rush. I just be like, wow, rebound. That's one of my main goals every day.
This question's for Keisha. You guys scored 25 points off of the turnover today. What do you think was just working so well for the defense against Binghamton?
I think it's just our intensity that we played with today. I think we did a good job of forcing a lot of turnovers, and then that just translated to offensive fast breaks and energy.
Yeah, and kind of on that, like, translating to the offense, like, Darian, on the defensive end, it seemed like a lot of, like, every rebound you guys were pushing, and it was leading to, like, chases in the fast break layups, and also a lot of free throws. I mean, you guys had over 30 free throws today. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Well, in practice, she tries to get us going in the beginning. We work on transition all the time. Bigs run down the floor, guards run wide. We try to score in the first, like, 6-7 seconds if we can. We don't really like, you know, having to run plays, but if we do, it's just a plus. We just like getting out, running transition. We know not a lot of teams are as fast as us or have the depth that we have that can come in and run. So we try to go fast, and if you need a sub, I mean, she'll get you out as soon as you need one. Just go hard for the time that you're in.
Going off of what you guys just talked about, again, super quick play that we've seen all so far this season. Nia, this question's for you. Obviously, like Coach said, you were very successful today. Pushing the ball up and really getting passes through the paint, getting layups. How did that quick pace of play help you to your success today?
I mean, it's all about knowing your role. I come in, I know what I'm supposed to do, and that's start off on defense, and I feel like everything else starts from there. I mean, giving the ball up, I'm not a selfish player, so that's my first thought. I'm always going to give it up, and then whoever's open, I'll give it to you right away.
Yeah, Nia, also this one's for you. So yeah, in that 15-0 run, and that really put the game away. It felt like in the first quarter. I mean, you were all over the court. I mean, what do you think worked so well for you guys in that big run?
What Tisha said, I'm gonna piggyback off what Tisha said. Our intensity, like me personally, I take really big pride in defense, and I feel like one of my roles is like being a communicator and getting my team involved on the defensive end. So I feel like that was our biggest win today on the court.
Dariana, it really is impressive just watching the way you pursue the basketball. I was just curious, in terms of your basketball origin story, where does that tenacity, whether it be like inspirations you've had or just your character, what kind of allows you to, bring that type of energy and tenacity on offensive glass, defensively, blocks, all that kind of stuff?
Well, this year I would say it's because I got a chip on my shoulder. A lot of people think I can't do it. A lot of people think, I was only successful because I was in the lower conference. So, that chip on my shoulder, it makes me go hard every day. Also, Coach Jack, we got a little bet going on right now. I'm trying to, put my name in the record books as to rebounds. So that's another reason why I go hard with him. Also, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I bring that energy on the glass. Even if nothing is going right, I know I'm going to rebound. So I just try to bring that intensity every day in practice and in the games, get other people better as well.
Question for Naya, just about you were just talking about your role just being on defense first. Just how do you think you were just doing it? You had a couple steals and get it on the fast break. So what do you think you personally were doing well on defense tonight?
Communication. I feel like in order to play defense, you have to have a voice. So I feel like that was my biggest impactful role on the court tonight.
This question's for Coach and Tisha. I think last time we talked about kind of that fly around kind of defense that you guys play. And at the top of the key, I see that, especially Tisha does this, she kind of forces the offense towards one way so you guys can kind of trap in the corner or get the big involved. Just talk about the defensive scheme a little bit.
Giving away my secrets.
No, we're not talking
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
You go with the players, or you need more for players?
2 more questions, we'll climb in the back.
So, Dariana, what is that bet?
She's gonna buy me a Gucci bag. if I beat her record, she's gonna buy me a Gucci bag. So I need that Gucci. First it was a Louis Vuitton, but we upping it right now. It's a Gucci.
You always gonna feel that you're not gonna get it.
Tisha, I think you and Deja, did some pick and roll ball handling in the first half. I'm just curious, in your mind, what's kind of your comfortability level currently with working with the bigs on that pick and roll, and how do you see kind of high pick and rolls playing into your guys' offense going forward?
I like pick and rolls. That's my game style. I'm gonna come off and look for the bigs. Even if you look at tape from last year, that's just kind of what I do. It's either a dump off or it creates a shot for me. So I think that answered your question, right?
All right, thanks, student athletes.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Remember that Gucci bag?
Get your water. Take your mouth. Gucci, you all right? Get you with a toenail.
Question for Coach Jack.
Yeah, so Coach Jack, after the Lemoyne exhibition, you said you wanted 20 free throw attempts every game, and you guys have hit that every game, but the percentage is a little bit lacking. What do you think you guys need to do to...
We just got to keep getting to the line, You know what? You can always fix it if you get there. If you don't get there, you don't have a chance to even try. So we're certainly going to continue to work on those, but we're way better than what we're shooting right now. But getting there 30 times says a little bit about our character. We're blue collar and we're coming after you.
Mm-hmm. And then especially with those free throws, how do you think you guys got so many? You already had about 20 free throws attempted before they could even attempt one shooting foul free throw.
We can't live and die by the three-point ball. We just got to know who we are. We're blue collar, and we're gonna come through your chest. And I think last couple of games, last game, we try to stay out there and just take threes because they were given to us. We dictate, and we want to be able to dictate. And so even though they're backing away, go meet them in the paint. And I think that they're realizing that's a better percentage for us to get up there, and those free throws will fall.
Now Wilson was just talking about just describing her role. How would you just describe her role on the floor for the team?
Who's that? Sorry.
Naya.
Naya? Naya is really coming and understanding her role. And, I told her that, the three ball is not really in her favor. And the more you take them, the worse it's going to get for her because we got all those other players that can shoot the three ball. But you can get it the old-fashioned way. You can get to a layup and shoot a free throw because she's a very good free throw shooter. And once she adjusted her mind, realizing that, wait a minute, I'm not saying don't shoot it. I'm just saying don't shoot a certain shot. And we had a kid on our team in Buffalo, Tessie Anuka, who was the same person. And she realized that, I get more, honey if I attack, and ended up helping us win a couple of MAC championships. So I think Nana is in that pedigree. Prayerfully that she continues to buy into that, and then we can win some more games.
And she was just mentioning just how, like, her game starts on defense. How would you evaluate her as a defender?
I think that she's one of the best defenders on our team. And right now, her voice isn't as much as it needs to be. She needs to talk on every possession. I think that when you get Cheyenne back, hopefully next week in Georgia, she's going to realize that the talking is what creates it. And the fly around is just the extra. And once everybody knows where she is, she's a point of the defense, they know where they need to be. If they don't know where she is, they don't know where to go. And so the communication is going to be a lot better when we get more players out there that understands our language. And that's music to my ears when you say defense.
Coach, you've said multiple times that you're a coach for your bigs on your team, the forwards, and they played well the past few games, maybe better tonight. Where do you think, when we've talked to you the past 2 games, you said they still need to improve. Do you think that improvement was met tonight, and how does that compare with the past few games?
No, we're getting better though. I think Asia's way better than she's playing right now. But she's playing hard. It's not falling for her. It's not, she's getting fingers on the ball. She's not grabbing it. And when all 4 of them are playing at a high clip, that's when I get excited. You can't have Sanaya doing well and Stretch doing well and Kai and Asia not. They're a team within a team. There's a buddy system, and they'll know when greatness comes when we see the stats and they say, wow, all 4 bigs did their part. And that means our guards can be real special if our bigs do their part. And we tried it, we went hard, but we didn't get that rebound or that made shot that can create synergy. And we're going to continue to get better.
And what do you think about Dariana and her performance tonight?
She's so much fun to coach. We really went through a lot this summer to get her to get that word trust in her vocabulary. This is her 3rd school, and I didn't push her to trust me, but I asked her to, and we did the work, and she's doing the work, and it's evolving. And I know we're going to get to the other side, and I think that she really believes in what we're trying to coach her up to be. And I know she's a pro. In what category, I don't know. But in order to be a pro, you got to get pro-like behavior. And for the last 2 months, she's been just magical and just a joy to coach. And the more she can go out there and fly around like that, the more people are going to know her story. And her story is pretty damn special.
Coach, considering this team has so many new pieces that are trying to come together, it seems like your team really enjoys playing together. It seems like they have a lot of joy on the court, and particularly it seems like everyone gets a kick out of Dariana's competitiveness and her passion for the game. So I was curious from your perspective, how do you think the team's been gelling so far, and how's that kind of team cohesion coming along?
It's evolving, my husband's sitting next to you, and he knows that I don't sleep because I'm always thinking about what could go wrong, what's the next wave of issues that could come up, and you lose a player, it breaks my heart, but I got to remember that there's other 13 that we got to pull together, and so we're evolving, and I love the energy. That locker room is laughing and having fun. It gives me a couple minutes off, but tonight we're going to have to change our hats and get ready for Long Island and wonder if who's the next kid that's going to need more attention, because they're all very important, and we got to make certain we notice them all.
So a lot of times tonight, Elena Wright seemed to get the rebound, and then Deasia Fair was already, pretty much down the court, ready to lay it up. Is Deasia assigned that role to sprint forward as soon as you guys get the rebound, or is it whoever's a guard and whoever's outside on the perimeter, they just gotta go?
Play free, yeah. If she doesn't have the ball, why you stay there and watch? Get down the floor. And you notice that we're getting turnovers, long turnovers, and we're okay with that. We're going to eventually learn how to do the trajectory thing and get up higher so we can get up under it. I don't think somebody's going to, opponents are going to match our speed. All 3 of our kids are pretty darn fast, and when Cheyenne comes out there and Georgia comes out there, we're going to get faster. And so we want those turnovers if they're going to be long like that. But yeah, if Deasia got the ball, you see Tisha running and Elena running. So I like that we're playing off each other, and we don't really care who gets the credit as long as Syracuse scores higher than the opponents.
2 more questions for Coach for Connor.
Yes, you mentioned Cheyenne's coming back next week. Do you have any update on Georgia's status? And then also, what do you think the combo of them can bring to the team?
I think Georgia's got a little nagging injury right now. But I think she's healed, but we're going to be safe. And Miss Karen can tell you exactly when she's going to be what's really wrong. Cheyenne got cleared, but we got to make certain we don't throw her into the fire. She's practicing with us, and it's fun. It's fun to watch her practice, and even in the half court, it's just her defense is different. Her defense is really different, and she's a little guard that can grab the rim, and it's going to see that more athleticism on our team when those two get out there and play. So I'm saying next week, and Miss Karen could say another 2 weeks, but if I push her quick, she might, meet me halfway.
What do you think contributed just to the increased success off of turnovers, just with the 25 points scored off of just being?
We're playing free, I tell our kids all the time, there's a lot more coaches smarter than me, but not a lot of coaches are going to let you be free. This game is a microcosm of life. If you lock into I got to do it this way and regimentally go through things, what kind of life are you going to have? I can't prepare them for a win. I got to prepare them for the future. And the more they get to play for me, the more they're going to realize that mistakes aren't the problem. It's the lack of character when the mistakes happen. Have good character when you make a mistake. And we're gonna have some tough times here. There's gonna be times when we're not gonna have a win, and we're gonna have to show our character. And that is not gonna be for that moment. It's gonna be for the rest of their lives. And we really get on that really hard. It's important. These young ladies these are my kids. They gave them to me to really grow, and my prayer is that when they get their own household, they can be the next Roxy Nurse or Kristen Cook, who's head of State Farm Insurance, or Carmen Glovers of the world. We got some really great people that came through here that are doing some fantastic things. Well, guess what? They learned how to show character when they were on that basketball court, and that's what we're looking for. Thank you guys for all you do for women's basketball.
Thanks, Coach.